I suppose I have been drawing for as long as I can remember. At the beginning of my freshman year, I was an incredibly jealous and envious person, and I was always trying to reach something that seemed unattainable. And now that I suppose I'm at the top of that tower now, looking down on the hands trying to reach up to the same spot.
His etchings have become very strong, and last year I noticed that's when he got into it, and I just all of a sudden started seeing a ton of different etchings, and they are beautiful and detailed and intricate and yet subtle because of the technique, I think, on its own, but then yet has a bold outcome.
All my pieces share a very common theme. I named my portfolio Compassion because every piece in that portfolio was something or someone that had a great deal of love for me and a great deal of love for them. When I made the art piece, Brent, I wanted to depict him as what I saw was someone who had so much potential, and he just always kept it inside and never wanted to really express it. So in the art piece, I have him depicted as having his earphones in to prevent him from hearing, having his sunglasses on to prevent others from seeing him, and covering his mouth so no one hears what he's talking about. The technique used to create it, I was told, was a dry point etching, or a taglio. It's a piece of plexiglass cut down to shape, and from there I take a metal etching tool, which is this very thin piece of metal that's been twisted to a point. And what I do with that is I hold it like a pencil, and I go into wherever I want there to be ink is where I will make a cut or a scratch. So every dark piece of ink that you see on the print is somewhere that I've scratched. Probably one of the most challenging things to do in this print specifically was the hair. I had always known how to do skin, how I wanted to do the skin, which was the tiny stipples or the tiny dots repeated over and over again. But the hair, I had no idea how I was going to tackle it.
He's a hard worker. Out of all my students, he comes up to work when he doesn't have art class all the time, and he takes his work home. So he's very passionate, he's dedicated, he's creative, he has great technical skills. After high school, I have been accepted into Creighton University. I plan to do a major in marketing and a minor or possible double major in the fine arts. Wherever I go, whatever I do, art will always be a part of me.